Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is July 28th, 2016. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in today. All right, let's get started with the S&P 500 E-mini futures. You're going to see the futures are trading lower by just 3/4 of a point. Make that 1 point now to 21.59.5 per contract. What can you make out of it? Futures did spike higher around 2 o'clock in the morning, then have rolled over a little bit. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all shakes out and plays out. But either way, we're looking at a severely overbought market, but we are looking at very, very light volume, and that seems to keep the markets buoyant each and every day. So we'll see what today brings. We'll see what's in store, and we'll see what's on the table here. But to get started, we do have a lot of action in earnings, and we're going to start off with Facebook today. They reported earnings last night after the closing bell. Stock soared higher, went to 134 almost, and now it is trading at around $128.22. So either way, a huge move up for Facebook. Stock closed at an all-time high yesterday at 123.34, trading even higher this morning. I would not buy the stock with a 10-foot pole here. With your money, I would not buy it. It is overbought, extended, stretched, any word you want to use for it. Maybe it goes higher after a pullback or consolidation, but it's very, very difficult to enter an equity up this much, this far at this stage of the game. So, again, we'll see how it plays out. But again, I would not touch Facebook today. I wouldn't short it, but I just wouldn't buy it at this level. Next up, I want to talk about a merger that went on. NetSuite is being bought out by Oracle for $109 a share. So great pop on NetSuite. This just opened. It was closed a little bit earlier. It was halted, I should say, and now the stock is reopened. So 109 is going to be the buyout level by Oracle. If we take a look at Oracle stock, you'll see that is trading at $41.73. Again, hard to think that Oracle would go up on this news as well, but it is happening. Usually the acquiring company, the company making the purchase, which is Oracle, will normally fall, but that is not the case this morning. Market has still got that euphoric buzz going. Oracle, I'd give it the upside bias. If it does rally to around 42.50, that could be a pullback area or where you can look to step in maybe on the short side for a scalp trade. So we'll be watching Oracle this morning, but around 42.50, if it gets there, I will be looking to fade the stock. Next up, we're going to talk about Whole Foods. Ticker symbol is WFM. This stock right now is trading at $32 and a penny, closed at $33.64, so it's down ticking after earnings. Again, the only level that would interest me today for Whole Foods would be around a pierce of $31. I'd say $30.90. If it got there, I think that's a level where traders could look to step into Whole Foods for a scalp long play. So again, long side scalp around $30.90. Nothing to do before that. Let's take a look at the leading biotech today, AMGN, which is Amgen. Stock right now is trading at 170, closed at 170.68, so there's no real movement there. Amgen, in my opinion, is very overbought already. It's very extended, very stretched. We have a euphoric market, so maybe it goes a little bit higher, but there's nothing here to make me want to own this stock. So, again, if you own it, trail your stop loss real tight. If you don't own it, don't touch it at this point in time. Leave it alone. Let's take a look at Ford Motor Company. Ticker symbol is F. Stock is getting hammered to the downside today. Closed at $13.84, down a buck, trading at $13.87. When I look at this one, I have to think that Ford at the moment wants to go lower. So where could it go? I'm going to give you two levels today. If you're aggressive, $12.60 could be your first level. Second level will be $11.89. So keep that on the radar today. Two levels, $12.60 and $11.89. Both levels could give you small bounces. Remember, you're dealing with a small stock here. Not a small company, a huge company, but a small stock price. So again, you're not going to look for a huge bounce, but those would be your bounce levels in Ford this morning. I believe in sympathy. You also have General Motors trading down sharply. This closed at $32.02, now trading at $30.89. So be a little bit careful there. There looks to be support here on GM around $28 for today, and then there's more around 27. So again, two levels for General Motors as well, falling in sympathy to Ford Motor. Next up, we want to talk about Royal Dutch Shell, RDS, and we're going to look at the B shares. .B Stock is getting hit pretty hard. Closed at $56.72, trading right now at $54.34. So this is a good sell-off here for RDS.B, which is Royal Dutch Shell. And just looking at levels here where I would get interested, $52 I think is going to be a good level for a bounce play today. So keep that on the radar. I'll also have gap levels for this one posted up in the chat room at 9 a.m. So again, but that is right now my first level that I would look at would be around $52. I'll also have gap levels posted up in the intraday stock chat room for Royal Dutch Shell at 9 a.m. Let's take a look at COP, which is ConocoPhillips. I believe they reported earnings. Stock right now is trading at $40.35. Closed at $40.07, so there's not much we're going to do or make out of this one, but we will keep it on the radar for later. Here's another one that is doing well today, Cirrus Logic. Stock is trading at $47.25. This is a potential fade candidate today, so keep that on the radar. Just trying to look for a level. If it could get to 50, it's a stone cold short. If it gets to around 49, if you're aggressive, you could probably fade it and short it there. This is overbought on every metric. I know it's part of the Apple ecosystem. It did have a good day yesterday. Came out with earnings last night, I believe, or this morning. Earnings numbers are lifting the stock right now, but the reality of it is this is an overbought condition. Be very, very careful with this name right now. I think it is a stock I will be looking to fade this morning at some point. If it gets to 50, I will definitely fade it there. Okay, let's take a look here at Dow Chemical, ticker symbol DOW. And what you're going to see here is stock is trading at $54, closed at $53.69. So nice little uptick, but there's a lot of resistance up here around $54.10, $54.25. So I don't know if it has a whole lot of upside. It's not a short, so you just want to really just try your stop at this point in time. Let's take a look now here at Groupon. GPRN is the ticker symbol here. GRPN. And normally I don't really focus on these single-digit light volume names. This is a good pop today. Good resistance, though. I would have to think around $5. So if it gets there, should be a ton of resistance. So just be careful. If you own Groupon, I would be trailing the stop already. If you don't own it, I would not be buyer here at this level. This is way too high on the charts. All right, let's switch over to the gold market. Gold futures, we are now in the December contract. They are trading up about $16. Gold really soared yesterday after the Federal Reserve announcement, and today it's up again. If you take a look at the GLD, that is trading at $128.27. So that is even higher than yesterday's close, which was $128.03. So gold is up again. Gold futures are trading higher by $16 at the moment. Right now, spot gold is at $1,350 an ounce. Looking over at crude, flat on the table. So crude oil, spot crude, September crude is flat right now, trading at $41.91. So again, we'll see how this all plays out once the opening bell rings. But we will be looking at gold and oil and all of these names. And we've had a great 2016 in the intraday stock chat. Had a great day yesterday. I'm going to look to keep that going again today. So if you want to come over, take a 7-day free trial, trade alongside of us. Traders are knocking the cover off the ball, and we're going to look to keep that going each and every day throughout the rest of 2016. All right, with that being said, everybody have a great morning, and we will see you on the charts.